Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like, comment and share the video to your friends so that they can learn as well. Today I'm discussing Aminata, a play by Francis Imbuga. This play was first published in the year 1988 and the setting is in Membe village. Let's see the characters in the play. We have Aminata, who is the protagonist. We have Ababio, who is Aminata's brother. We also have the late Pastor Ngoya, who is the father to Aminata and Ababio, as well as Joram, whom we later learn he is in India. We also have Jumba, who is a brother to the late Pastor Ngoya and husband to Mama Rosina. Jumba is also the headman of Membe village. We have Mama Rosina, as she is Jumba's wife. We also have Dr. Mulemi, who is the husband to Aminata. We have Auntie Kezia, who is the auntie to Dr. Mulemi. And we also have other minor characters that help in the plot development of the play, characters that you will encounter as you read through the play, such as Ndururu, Nuhu, Baluto, among others. Now, the play begins at the graveside where Pastor Ngoya is laid to rest. There we can see Jumba supervising Nuhu, Ndururu, and Baluto as they cement the late Pastor Ngoya's grave. Before Pastor Ngoya dies, he states in his will that Aminata should inherit his piece of land. But this is met with a lot of opposition from many, especially Ababio and Jumba, who are against the wishes of Pastor Ngoya. Jumba believes that women are not allowed to inherit land. He believes that as the son, Ababio should inherit the land according to the Membe culture. On the other hand, we have Aminata, who is determined to own the piece of land. At one point, we will see at one point, she tells her husband, Dr. Mulemi, that she will fight to protect her father's wish, even if it calls for a court case. Therefore, Jumba teams up with Ababio to make her efforts futile. In his will, Pastor Ngoya also expresses his wish for his grave not to be cemented. However, Ababio and Jumba cement Ngoya's grave with the thought that they are preventing and locking Pastor Ngoya's aims never to surface again in Membe. Aims such as family planning, because we know that before his death, Pastor Ngoya encourages family planning, and this is supported by his daughter and her husband, Dr. Mulemi, whom we later learn that he has undergone vasectomy. At some point, the late Pastor Ngoya's ghost appears to Jumba, who gives up his leadership to Mama Rosina. At the end of the play, Ababio commits suicide in protest of land inheritance by Aminata. I hope at this point you're capturing something. I will go on and look at the themes in the play Aminata by Francis Imbuga. First of all, we have women emancipation. Throughout the play, women struggle to free themselves from archaic culture that makes them subordinate to their men. Do you remember in page 19 where Aminata is drinking soup and eating chicken in the event that was organized by her father? Well, that is an example of women emancipation. Aminata leads other women to emancipate themselves from that culture that does not allow women to eat chicken. Secondly, Aminata is a lawyer. She refuses to be a housewife. In page 30, as you read on, you find Kezia talking to Dr. Mulemi And she tells Dr. Mulemi, a game of darts? Is it for men whose wives have gone away? And in page 33, again, she tells Dr. Mulemi, no, Dagitari, Aminata is overdoing it. A woman is not a woman if she has no time for her husband and her children. That is why you are playing this game of boredom. You have made Aminata the husband in your house. From this, we can see that Auntie Kezia believes that a woman should remain in her husband's house to take care of the husband and the children. But we have seen how Aminata struggles to fight this. She is a lawyer and she has refused to be a housewife. And that's why she is busy out there fighting the injustice of Ababio and Ababio and Jumba, who are trying to take the land that belongs to her according to her father's will. We also have Mama Rosina, who becomes the first woman to sit on the stool of rule. The second theme is the theme of education. Aminata is educated as she is a lawyer. We know that. Dr. Mulemi also is educated. He is a doctor. Aminata, as we read on, we find that Aminata pays school fees for Babio's children to mean that they are still continuing with their education. Education has been used as a weapon to fight against injustices. Aminata, as a lawyer, she has stood her ground to fight the injustices of the land inheritance. You know, the scandal that surrounds the land inheritance. Again, education has also been used to improve people's welfare in Membe. You remember, Aminata pays school fees for Babio's children so that they can continue with their education since their father is a drunkard. Aminata also sets up a tailoring business for her uncle. At one point, she says that the capital that she set up, the capital for the business, the tailoring business, was her own money. And she also starts a water project in Membe. Yeah, so the theme of education is well elaborated. If you use those points to explain the theme of education and how you explain them, I guess and I bet that you'll have good points and you'll be awarded good marks. Thirdly, we have the theme of change. And this one is seen through Mama Rosina taking up Membe's leadership. She becomes the first ever woman to sit on the stool of rule. Yeah, that's change, because all along it is men who have been ruling Membe, but now a change has been initiated by Mama Rosina being the first woman to be the head of Membe village. And then another example under the same theme, we see Aminata buying her father the coffin. Initially, it seems like it's the boy child who should cater for the burial. You see? But now here, Aminata buys a coffin for her father. So that is change. Again, Pastor Ngoya leads women in eating chicken, something which had never happened in Membe. So that brings about change in their culture and change in them in their way of living in the village. We also have male chauvinism. Jumba portrays a chauvinistic attitude by constantly ensuring that Aminata does not inherit land, for she is female. He believes that male is superior and should inherit the land. You know how he has been fighting all along that Ababio inherits the land. You know, Jumba also reminds Mama Rosina how he is the head of the family. On the other hand, we also see Ababio, who believes that men are superior and way above women. That is male chauvinism that is so rampant in the society and in the member village. Yeah, we have the theme of culture, and we can see that member village has its own culture. For example, that land should be inherited by male children. Yeah, that is a culture that we encounter as we read the play Aminata. We also see another one that women are not allowed to eat chicken. Yeah, we also find that men should marry as many wives as one wishes. Yeah, so those are the points you can use to illustrate the theme of culture. And sorry, these are not just the main themes, the main points. You can as well add onto the points that I'm giving here. We have the theme of marriage. Marriage. Jumba is married to Mama Rosina, and we can see in that marriage, Jumba is controlling, but Mama Rosina fights hard to have her stand in the marriage. If you read from page 3 up to around page 5, you can see there is a heated conversation between Jumba and Mama Rosina. We also have Dr. Mulemi and Aminata. They are married, and their marriage is not governed by the traditions. They are both professionals and they practice family planning. Yeah. We also have Ababio and Misia. Their marriage broke because of Ababio's carelessness. If you read in page 47, Aminata telling Ababio, in the matter of Misia and her departure, you are your own enemy. Changa does not have the smell of a flower, you know. So we can see that the marriage between Ababio and Misia broke due to Ababio's carelessness. So those are the themes that I was able to come up with. You can add as many themes as you can. We also have religion. We have the contrast between modernity and traditional way of life. Yeah, you can come up with different themes as you read through Francis Imbuga's play. Yeah, so those are the themes that I was able to come up with. You can also down there in the comment section come up with different themes, and we'll also have a look at them. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode, and for an analysis of the form and content, check out my next video. And if there is anything you'd like us to tackle or a question you want answered, don't hesitate to comment below the video. I will appreciate your feedback. Till next time, bye.